Hello, people of YouTube. My name is Steve Gray, and thank you for watching. Today we are talking about My Hero Academia, Season 5, Episode 24. This is sadly the last episode that we are getting in the My Villain Academia arc, based on the previews for Episode 25. Excellent episode overall, no problems with this episode. Just sad that they did not, I don't want to say drag out, but do more episodes of the League of Villains, or now ex-League of Villains. We are now called the Paranormal Liberation Army, or Liberation Front, rather, whatever you prefer to call it. Shigaraki is the head of it, and yeah, we learned that All For One's last name is also Shigaraki in this episode, which was kind of interesting. Maybe we'll get like his first actual name at some point in time. Giga decided that, Shigaraki was a good, true successor to All For One. That means now the Doctor is also going to be on Shigaraki's side as well. And now we have Rey Destro's entire army at Shigaraki's disposal. And the best part is they actually have some money now, which was really, really nice. We got a flashback of Mr. Compress saying, you know, it'd be really awesome right now, some sushi. And then we get a flash forward where they're all hanging out in this big mansion that Rey Destro's company owns, eating sushi. All their medical needs are met. You know, Toga is all done up in a cast and an eye patch. Shigaraki's patched up a lot. You know, he took a lot of damage. Needless to say, Rey Destro he had to cut off of his legs because of Shigaraki. And it was just one hell of a crazy episode. A lot of stuff going down in it. I am disappointed we don't get really Mr. Compress's background or Spinner's background. And Dabi as well. We only really got the background for like half of the League of Villains, so I'm hoping that there will be like another arc like this somewhere in the future where we get Dabi's background, you know, we get Compress's background, we get Spinner's background, more of Spinner's background, I should say, than besides he was just a shut-in. And maybe, you know, give us a little bit more with Toga and Twice as well. You know, definitely nobody would complain about watching that. I don't think a single person would be like, no, I don't want to watch that. I think a lot of the problem is that the target audience for this is more at the younger level, which leads the manga readers, from what I've seen, a little left out. Because there's a lot of stuff in the manga that I was told that they just didn't do for this arc, which is kind of sad, and it makes me actually want to start reading the manga, because I want to know what the background is of these characters a little bit more than we got. I mean, we only got like 6 episodes out of the entire season, when we thought like literally half the arc was going to be this. But no, unfortunately, it is what it is. You got to work with what you got, and this is what we got. The next episode is just going to be some, heroes prepping for this giant war that's about to happen between the heroes and the Paranormal Liberation Front. So yeah, no more League of Villains. That name is now pretty much gone and dead. We did get to see a decent amount more of Shigaraki's past. So I think the one character they did justice, of course, is the head of the League of Villains, the one that's going to succeed All For One. We did see the Doctor in a previous episode doing experiments on Shigaraki, and the Doctor said, if you want more power, I can now give it to you. That's what I'm guessing that was for. So I'm guessing that was a preview of Shigaraki getting more powerful. Now, I initially thought with the white hair, the preview we got several episodes back, was him after all the experiments had been done on him, based on the episode with the Doctor saying, oh, I can make you more powerful. So he's going to turn Shigaraki into a semi-Nomu, I think is what's going to happen. But no, he actually, his destruction power, his decay ability just got stronger and stronger and stronger in this episode, to the point where it was, we saw the side effects to actually Shigaraki's body. It turned his hair white. He was actually cracking his own arm apart up to his neck. Severely injuring himself. He has a lot of broken bones. His arm actually reminded me of Deku's arm, after he uses, All For All at 100%. It just looks shattered and beaten to crap. It's all black and blue, and it just looks like a giant raggy mess. is the best way to describe that, after he defeats Rey Destro. So everybody, starts running towards Rey Destro after he gets defeated. Rey Destro suits up in this giant, crazy, like, armored thing where he looks like he's extremely powerful. So, I mean, saying Rey Destro is weak, you can't say it because he's very stronger, but you just got to realize how much more powerful Shigaraki is compared to Rey Destro. The whole, idea behind Rey Destro is his father Destro, where everybody should be able to use their abilities at the maximum freely however they want. And Shigaraki is kind of the epitome of that. He is the definition of that. He is using his abilities. He is, reconciling with his past. He realizes that yes, he wanted to kill his father. Yes, it was kind of shitty that he killed his mother, grandmother, and sister, but at the same time they did nothing to help him when he needed help the most. And then All for One was there to catch it. And even Shigaraki mentioned, she was like, you know what, if even one hero probably were to reach out my hand after I killed my entire family, I probably wouldn't be where I am today, because everybody just kind of ignored him. They saw a beat up, scary looking kid with blood on his hands. They wanted nothing to do with him. So here comes, All for One to pick up the shattered pieces, and now we're in the situation that we are in now. The ice guy goes flying towards... everybody in the army ended up going towards Rey Destro, and then at that point Rey Destro was defeated. Shigaraki was pretty much like, all right, well, I'm gonna kill you now. And then he was like, well, if you kill me, just know that you are now the head of all of this. And I think that's what led him to leave Rey Destro alive. And now Rey Destro is basically like a giant fangirl to Shigaraki, which I thought was kind of funny. So Shigaraki's last name got changed, obviously, to All for One's. His first name, which was originally Tenko, got changed to Tomaru because it means to be one that is mourning. Something along those lines. I don't know if there's a significance or not, but all of the hands that he brought with him got destroyed except for one, and I'm not sure which one that was. They didn't really specify whose it was. We do get to see him killing some people that beat him up in the street for no apparent reason before. He walked down their alley, the stereotypical bully nonsense. He killed them, took their hands as well, and the hands do get replaced by people over time. Over and over and over again. He didn't, obviously, I don't know if he took a couple people's hands that were there, I am not sure, but there was just one hand left. And then even Togo was like, oh, he's using the one hand that's left. It's surprised, it didn't get any damage and all of that. And she said that, oh, that's going to be the symbol. The hand on his face is going to be the symbol of the Paranormal Liberation Army, or Front. I keep mixing up the names. It's kind of a combination of things. Not really. It's definitely more leaning towards the original name, which was the Meta Liberation Army, or I think that's what the original name was, but they switched it up a bit. It doesn't matter. It's a cool name. Even the doctor was like, well, it sounds a lot better than the League of Villains, I'll give you that. So it definitely shows that Shigaraki has grown. Now he has this army of hundreds of thousands of people behind him. We see Hawks in the crowd as well. Because he was, initially investigating that, and now it is interesting because Hawks is going to go blab, obviously, and be like, "Oh crap! The League of Villains is now the Paranormal Liberation Front. There's a huge, massive army, hundreds of thousands of people, of warriors are going to be into this, and we're going to need every single hand we possibly have." So I'm guessing season 6, there's going to be like an all-out brawl, an all-out war that's going to happen. Definitely cannot be as terrible as this season has been overall. They have definitely redeemed themselves in the last several episodes. I would say this episode is an easy 10 out of 10. Definitely going to rewatch this at some point in time, because this is how Shigaraki became the head of it all, became the next All for One. This is his origin story. Last couple of episodes. I wish it was a little bit longer. I wish we got some, as I said, I wish we got some more information on the other members of the original League of Villains, but hopefully we get some more episodes later on. I know they did sacrifice this season heavily for the movie, which is very disappointing. The next episode, I think, is going to be pointed in the direction of that movie as well. It's just going to be a general wrap-up, and then that's all she wrote. On a side note, I need something new to review, so if anybody has suggestions, that would be great. Rick and Morty finished last week. My Hero Academia is finishing next week. I'll try to look up something that's, either ongoing or just starting soon. I know Yashahime Season 2 is coming out in October. I was pretty annoyed with a lot of that, but I may still continue to review Season 2 just because I started it. I feel like you start something, you got to finish it to a certain extent, or I can just not do it. Maybe I'll watch the first couple of episodes of Season 2, see if I like the story, and then go from there. That may be an idea as well. But I need some other stuff to review, so and any help with that would be greatly appreciated in the comments down below. Other than that, I am Steve Gray. Thank you for watching. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button, turn on that notification bell, leave a like, and feel free to comment down below whatever else you would like me to read. Thank you for watching yet again, and as always, have a good one.